Welcome back everyone to today's video. I want to cover game 52 of a first book of Morphy. We have the Scotch Gambit and Paul Morphy with the black pieces. So let's go over the game. All right, so we have the Scotch Gambit, Bishop G5, Knight G5 by white. Here the author comments that the same premature attack happened 2 years before in Meek versus Morphy Mobile in Mobile 1855. Knight h6, okay, knight captures f7, knight captures f7, bishop captures f7, check, king captures f7, queen h5, check, g6, queen captures c5, d6. Here the author comments that white gave up both of his developed minor pieces for this, and now his queen is pushed around while black gets to make an easy threading development with rook e8. So queen b5, rook e8, white castles, rook captures e4, queen d5 check, trying to win the rook, rook e6, bishop g5, queen e8, f4, king g7. Here the author comments that there is hardly another move to consider. Black's rook is unpinned, and the king gets off the f file before white opens it up for his rook. So now we have f5. White is still attacking prematurely as long as his queen side is undeveloped. G captures f5, queen captures f5, rook g6. Again, the rook is attacking the bishop on g5, and now there's a discovered attack on the queen. The author comments the rook had to get out of the bishop's way, and black looked for a square where the rook might hit something. Black is just trying to get his queenside pieces out. The discovered attack is a bonus. So bishop f6 check, king g8, queen f4, bishop h3, developing with the threat, and the threat is either bishop takes or rook takes on g2. Bishop g5, and then now here we have the position from the thumbnail, right? And here is where black has an opportunity to create a passed pawn. So black plays it, queen e3 check. Again, the most aggressive move that brings up the most additional new force. Queen captures e3. And here the author comments, any even exchange benefits the side whose pieces are improved with the recapture. In this case, it benefits black because now black has a monstrous pawn, pass pawn, right, on e3 here. And here you have two options, right? If you are white, you can either take the pass pawn now and then be ready to deal with rook captures on g2 check and try to calculate that and see that. Or you can take the bishop and then rook is going to take with check. You're still going to have to play king h1, but now you have to deal with rook e8 and the threat of the pass pawn. So in the game, white played bishop g captures h3. However, the author did comment that white should have played the other move, right? That white should have played bishop captures e3 and dealt with rook captures g2 check, king h1, rook captures h2 check, king captures h2, bishop captures f1, knight c3. And here in this position, white is 2 pawns down, but has a lead in development, while black has the difficulties associated with an endgame with opposite colored bishops. So this was better for white, the author says, right? Instead, we have g captures h3, rook captures g5 check, king h1, e2. Black is winning the endgame, whereas white has not yet finished his opening. Rook e1, knight d4 attacking the c2 pawn. White defends it with knight a3, but then rook e8. And here white resigned because the next threat from black is knight to f3, kicking the knight out. So I mean, what's there to do, right? Maybe the knight here. If you move your rook, then you gotta move this rook out of the way. So I guess an example would be if you move your here, you fall for a fork, right? So you gotta move your rook somewhere in here. And now the rook is gonna capture, and then plus you have also checkmate threats here as well. So again, let's recap from the beginning. Again, white did play a gambit pawn and try to white did a premature attack, right? And again, good that white castled, but it now needs to focus on getting his pieces out. Okay, he got his. So now he's trying to attack, and then here maybe to get his knight out and the rook on the rook e1. White keeps trying to push, and it doesn't end up working out for white. So again, thank you for watching this video, and I will see you all in the next one.